This popular YouTuber launched a campaign to help kids in Gaza and other conflict zones. Then came the angry comments. All right, let's get started on this bullshit. Rudy Giuliani is doing coffee, which is almost always the move. These guys have one move, dude. Be racist and then sell coffee. I don't know why. I hope it's the Zapatista coffee again, like Alex Jones. Okay, my Alex Jones, my king, the #1 purveyor of EZLN, liberated Chiapas region fair trade coffee made specifically by farmhands that are also touching the red book and stuff. You know what I mean? Like hands that with one hand read the red book, with the other hand are delivering you the beautiful beans that make it all the way from the liberated Chiapas region, from the hands of the EZLN, the Zapatistas, all the way to Alex Jones. What are you on about? Alex Jones sells coffee from a very famous anarcho-communist syndicate, like an anarcho-communist region. That's not even a joke. Like literally, Alex Jones sells EZLN coffee. It's not even a joke. He buys the beans from them. I don't know why, but yeah, these are indigenous. These are indigenous people in the Chiapas region that has been liberated and decolonialized in Mexico. Anyway, here's Rudy Giuliani in front of a green screen shilling you his coffee.
You all know I stand by the truth. And if I put my name on something, I truly believe in it. Today, I'm thrilled to introduce you to something I'm incredibly proud of. My own brand of organic specialty coffee, Rudy Coffee. Believe me when...
Oh God, his hands are so hairy. I just don't get it. Like what? Like there's no way anybody buys this shit, right? Like who? Who's like, oh my God, finally 9/11 coffee. Like what the who's the target audience for this? There's like 8 people who follow Rudy Giuliani still. I don't understand it.
When I say it's the best coffee you'll ever try. It's smooth, rich, chocolatey, and gentle on your stomach. It's so good, I even recommend drinking it black. It comes in 3 varieties, including what I promise is the best decaf you'll ever have. You can order now by scanning the QR code on your screen or by visiting rudy.coffee. By supporting Rudy Coffee, you're not just treating yourself to exceptional coffee, you're also supporting our cause, the cause of truth, justice, and American democracy.
What? Bro, this is literally no different. Oh my God. This is literally being like Gillette doing a land acknowledgement before a ad, but just like in the opposite direction and in the worst direction possible. They literally are like, are you racist? Buy my coffee because I'll defend racism. Buy my coffee if you're racist. It's like, you know, being able to say the N-word or being able to do fascism in America. Do you also want gay people to be locked up for demonstrating moral degeneracy in broad daylight? Then please buy my coffee and you'll be on the side of justice. What are we doing? What the is this his new apartment? Yeah, dude, this is his new apartment. Just kidding. He is in front of a green screen very clearly, and perhaps the worst green screen of all time too. This is basically the Pokemon cookie scandal, except it's catered to hogs. It's already a pre-existing coffee and they just slapped Giuliani's face on it. It's a grift. Yeah, the difference is there's hella people that'll buy the Pokemon cookie. Who the is buying the Rudy Giuliani coffee? You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference that I will never understand is like, who is out there? Who's in the market audience? Who's in the target demographic for Rudy Giuliani's like marked up ass, bullshit ass coffee? I suspect a lot of these businesses are just like fronts, right? It has to be. I suspect it's gotta be a front.
You'll also be supporting the Call to Action nonprofit, which is devoted to helping veterans and first responders. So you can make a difference and taste the difference by ordering today at rudy.coffee.
My 9/11 changed America and Rudy was America's mayor. Parents had bought a ton of coffee to support him. Wait, really? I'm sorry to hear that, man. That seems pretty crazy. A very real photograph of Rudy enjoying his coffee with a random woman in the background. Yeah, what is this? What is happening here? Is it AI? Okay, guys, you didn't even do a good job with that. This popular YouTuber launched a campaign to help kids in Gaza and other conflict zones. Then came the angry comments. This is popular kids YouTuber Miss Rachel Griffin Accurzo. In her videos, Miss Rachel's whimsical voice is like a balm for many unyielding toddlers. Hi, hello, she chirps. She has 6.5 million combined followers on Instagram and TikTok. Here's the OG Miss Rachel video.
Thank you for your help. I am now on Cameo, and all the money raised on my end, fees, tips, it is all going to Save the Children's Emergency Fund for children in Gaza, Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo, Ukraine. We opened it last night, and I took requests for 500 videos, and then we paused it so I can make those videos. And then I believe you can give them your email, so once I do those 500 and it reopens, you will be notified if you want to get one. It's called Messages for Littles to Help Littles. So the messages for these children help other children around the world. I also want to raise awareness about children's rights. Children have fundamental human rights: water, food, medical care, shelter, protection from violence, education. These rights are being violated, and these violations need to stop.
So she made this video, and apparently she got bullied by Zionist moms, and they made her cry for trying to help children. And like, not even just Gazan children, okay? But the very fact that some of her help extends to the Gazan children was a bridge too far for some Zionist moms who did basically what Divorcelli's community does all the time and swarmed her shit, brigaded her into oblivion, and ended up cyber stalking and mass harassing her. So then she released this video.
The bullying is so bad. It's so bad. But I can handle this. Saying I don't care about all kids is like, it just hurts so bad. That is who I am. I love my neighbor. I love every child. Imagining for 1 second what a mom is going through, unable to feed her child or give her child clean water or keep her child safe. I can do this. I can do this.
I don't even have a baby and I love you, Miss Rachel. Who made Miss Rachel cry? Who's bullying Miss Rachel? Well, CNN investigated that question and found out the answer for it. The backlash has started 4 days earlier after Accurso announced a campaign to raise money for children in several war-torn parts of the world, including Gaza. She began receiving angry comments on her post asking why she wasn't also trying to help the victims of Hamas's deadly October 7 attack on Israel. You should be for all the children, not just the children in Gaza. Do you not care what Hamas did to all the innocent Jewish children on October 7th? One Instagram comment said, not realizing that potentially, as a taxpayer, she's already helping defend Israel. As we all are. It's kind of the whole conversation about, you know, divesting from Israel. Anyway, you mentioned the children of Gaza in your video. How about the children held hostage? Do you care about all the children? Another commenter posted on TikTok. In the caption of her tearful May 16 video, Accurso reiterated her concern for the world's children. Palestinian children, Israeli children, children of the U.S., Muslim, Jewish, Christian children, all children in every country, she wrote, not one excluded. Her clarification was not enough to quell backlash from commenters who accused her of disregarding the pain of Israeli children. CNN has reached out to Accurso for comment. Between the polarizing Israel-Hamas war and fiery recent protests on U.S. college campuses, some social media influencers have felt the pressure to speak up. But the Miss Rachel episode is a reminder that even the most innocuous influencers can face pushback when they wade into a thorny issue like the Middle East. CNN, the person who wrote this article, you will never see a happy moment for the rest of your life. I have placed a curse upon you and 7 generations. The fact that you wrote an article about a YouTuber who basically made the mistake of mentioning that she believes Gazan children are human beings and has been receiving mass cyber harassment as a consequence of that, only to turn around and be like, it's a fiery conversation and a lot of people are dumb bitches who don't understand. Kind of like Miss Rachel. She just doesn't understand. It's a thorny issue. Are you insane? That's crazy. Anyway, she raised $50,000 within hours for children affected by the war. Accurso was an educator who used videos filled with songs and games to help toddlers and parents navigate early childhood years. Her series, Songs for Littles, features catchy educational tunes that are popular with both parents and young children. Her videos are a hit with 9.8 million subscribers on YouTube. Accurso said her earnings from the videos will go to Save the Children's Emergency Fund for kids affected by war and mentioned Gaza along with Sudan, Ukraine, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Hopefully I can make one little one smile by giving them a personal video. A day later, she posted another message on the horrifying effects of war. We should be ashamed how children in the world are suffering. Accurso paused the request. We already mentioned it. Then came the backlash. She posted a tearful video with the comments turned off on Instagram. Instead of her trademark pink t-shirt and denim dungarees, she was barely visible in dim lighting and clutching what appeared to be a blanket. She did not go into the details about the bullying she said she received and has disabled comments on YouTube and some Instagram posts. She also received supportive messages. Another added, "You are the Mr. Rogers of our baby's generation. Thank you for using your platform in such an influential way. My little 1-year-old is a simp for Miss Rachel. She HPs. Divisive issues can be tricky for social media influencers," expert says. Hamas-led militants killed about 1,200 people in southern Israel on October 7. In response, Israel launched a just war against Hamas that continues 7 months later. Why the fuck is Miss Rachel talking about this anyway? It's like the person who wrote this article, it feels like she wrote the article after she was done writing Miss Rachel slurs. More than 14,000 children have been killed in Gaza since the war started in October. Rafah is a city of children, UNICEF spokesperson James Elder said this month. Accurso is one of a number of social media influencers who have used their platforms to raise funds for as the humanitarian crisis unfolds in Gaza. She describes herself as an ambassador for Save the Children. Giselle Ugarde, an online performance and personal branding coach, says joining conversations on such a divisive issue can be tricky for social media influencers like Accurso, whose brand is built around kids. Yeah, she should shut up and dribble. Miss Rachel is someone who is looked at as an educational resource for young children, a neutral force and a safe place separated from any of the dangers of the outside world, she said. Parents want to feel that they can step away from the screen and not have to worry about their children consuming content outside her traditional programming. Thank you, Ugarde. Ugarde said she advises influencers to assess whether wading into polarizing issue aligns with their mission and brand. Dude, how cynical. We brought a bloodless dipshit to offer commentary on this from the perspective of their personal brand. There is a genocide happening, which you even acknowledge up here without saying that is a genocide. You said 14,000 children have been killed in Gaza. The f do you mean? Shut up and babysit my children from the iPad, bitch, is insane. God, I despise these people in media.